Here we are back again, Saving by the Numbers week 25. Basically halfway through this whole thing, for the 52 weeks and stuff like that. It's still June, so it's $7 June. I have my $7 ready, get that going, throw that in the bank and whatnot. But I want to talk about something different. Well, maybe the same thing as well, saving money. I want to talk about time and money. I was at work and I was talking to a coworker about the 403B plan, that we have at work, and like your 401k plan. For those that don't understand, the 401k plan is basically you putting your money away, investing in the stock market, and they use it to save up for retirement. That's definitely something you can check out at your job if you have one. But the 403B plan is a non-matching plan, but you can still put money in there. They invested in the market in a mutual fund, and it works out from there. But speak to your, basically your benefits, planner, at your job, or financial expert. They could definitely tell you about that. But me and my coworker were talking about that, and he was saying, I wish I would have known about this sooner, which got me to thinking, about what he said, and it got me thinking about time. It got me thinking about money. It got me thinking about, how, we always feel like we have time. We miss out on so much because, of what we don't know. And sometimes we fail to act on the things that we do know. It's like when it comes around to our money and what we do with it, time is definitely of the essence. What you don't know, there's nothing you can do about. But it's like, an old timer told me, information changes things, definitely. Conversely, in the good book is also written that, people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. You can be destroyed, with health, not knowing about your health. You can be destroyed not knowing what to do with your finances, not taking care of your environment. There's many different things, and unfortunately we feel that, because sometimes we may have certain vitality or certain energy, or, we could put stuff off for later, that we have time. And the reason I do this whole thing with saving money and telling people about putting their money to the side is because you really don't know how much time you have, and you really don't know what's going to happen in the future. And it could be good things, it could be great things, but you always try to prepare yourself for an opportunity. Maybe you want an investment, or maybe you run into financial troubles, or you lose your job, or maybe somebody gets sick, you need to pay for a funeral, or you want to go on a vacation, but you don't have the money, so you save up money and you put money to the side, or you just want to do something with it just to put yourself in a good way, especially, if the economy is still going the way it should, even with everything being digital. Time is definitely of the essence. Time is definitely, something that, is not always on our side. As the saying goes, time waits for no man, or in this case to be, gender neutral. Sorry about that. No man or woman. Time waits for no man or woman. Time definitely does move on. And in the time that we have, I suggest that people, you take the little bit that you have, and you put it to the side, and you accumulate it. I think Einstein said one of the greatest wonders, the eighth wonders of the world, was compound interest. And that's the thing about when you save money, that the interest compounds upon what you have, especially if you put it right. Because I was talking to my mother, about, one of her coworkers, and them put money to the side. And sometimes, people put money in the bank and they just put it in a savings account. But you can also put it in a money market account, a CD account. There's different things that you can do where you can still try to gain interest from your money while you're saving it, or having it just in case. Because there's nothing wrong with having a rainy day fund. There's nothing wrong with having something just in case of emergency. And I know there's people out there that don't want to save too much money. I know there's people out there who feel like they want to use their money now, and they want to enjoy everything and live with everything now. And you can. There's different reasons why people save money. You don't have to save money just in case. You don't have to save money just, if something horrible happened. It could be something good that you want to happen. There's short-term goals that people have. There's long-term goals people have. But regardless of whatever we do, or however much we choose to save, it's all in the confines of time. Time is there to let us know that there's limitations on things, that certain things have to come to an end. Certain things need to accumulate over time. And that's what we forget, that we may not be where we want to be in a particular moment in time. But over time, if you put it together piece by piece, you can grow, you can achieve, you can prosper. You can put yourself in a way where, things will happen. Doors will open for you. But it's about being perceptive to it, understanding at the time that you're in, knowing, I guess as the, Kenny Rogers song said, know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, So knowing all that, you get a sense of, okay, is this the time to save money? Or is this the time to, spend the money or hold back from spending or, do something else and enjoy this, this money, this time that I have. But always be aware that things, anything and everything is done within time, and not to take it for granted. A lot of times we do take the time that we have for granted. We don't see it for what it is. And when you realize different things, you can definitely compound upon that and say, hey, maybe now is the time to start realizing that I need to take some of these things into account. Age, health, financial situations, things that I may need or want to do, in the future, or things that may need to happen now. And then also too, for those that have kids, you have a chance to teach your kids, some, good habits about, how to be smart and frugal with their money, how not to spend, wastefully, how to be wise with the purchases that they make. So there's always a benefit to, learning how to, maneuver and put your money together. So, I just try to offer these things as something to think about. You're going to definitely do what you do with your money because it's your money. But don't think just because you don't have a whole lot of money that you can't, save up and put stuff to the side, because it's more of an issue of time. It's more of an issue of, how serious do you take it and what do you do with it once the money is accumulated? Do you know what to do with it? Or do you spend it wastefully? Do you just look at it as disposable income, which I hate, that term, but, it is a thing, disposable income. I feel like no income is disposable. I feel like no time is disposable, but unfortunately, we treat our time, our money, our energy, our resources as disposable. I remember I was saying to my mother, unfortunately, it is in mankind's nature to abuse his resources. So as I close out this saving by the numbers, I would say don't abuse your time. Be aware of it. Time is of the essence. See you next time. Thank you for listening.